Welcome back, and yeah, back, front, side, left, right, top, bottom. Who cares? Welcome back to another episode of Scales and Magic. Looking at me, point at your. Yeah, I'm Nico, or Vic, the resident dungeon master. I'm here with these bunch of.
Hi. It's me again.
Where?
Love, you ruined my intro. Now I gotta do a normal one. Hi, name's Loki. Shive. I will be your resident snake soldier. Well, one of your resident snake soldier. The other one, well, I'll let them do it themselves.
Hi, I'm Sari. Pronouns stay it, and I'm still playing the Kobold Rumi.
Hi there, I'm Alex, and I'm playing Rita.
Hello, it's Des. All pronouns privately a local cryptid, professionally a local gamer.
Yeah, lots of old people here. I can also officially say that because I am the youngest. Yeah. Anyone would like to recap what happened episode/session?
As a resident note taker, I would volunteer for the task.
Then you shall be chosen.
We successfully somehow got off the Sandoys. We're approached by, first of all, watched and then approached by a humanoid that tells us about the circus. While that childlike humanoid is going east, the Sandoys went west. The checkpoint is technically north, and the circus is east too. Yes, the group then arrived at the gate, and were being welcomed by Grandiose to Grandioso's circus by Grandiose. Grandiose?
You mean you were welcomed by Grandiose's grandiose traveling circus?
That's what she said. Before arriving there, the adults promised Rumi some protection from widows. Grandiose is very excited about the circus and makes a balloon phoenix for Risa. While that's happening, Nima purchases a ticket. And afterwards, Ammon wants to inspect the animal cages for the treatment of animals, but does not find any. They all decide to visit the show, and despite there being a ticket booth, Ammon insists on talking to Grandiose again. After waiting awkwardly while he talks to a weightlifter, they buy 3 tickets of him. They all go to some of the booths and play some games where Risa wins a giant teddy bear, Rumi wins a propeller head, Nima wins a green bracelet, and Ammon wins a blue balloon with the letters spelling "I'm a balloon." Once the time came, there were fanfares and people lining up for the big show, and the ticket person, while entering the tent, called Risa by her name and stated that they all know her name and that she is the special guest. Did I get the pronouns wrong?
I don't think so.
I was asking the person that was playing Risa because...
Yes, but that person is currently gone.
Well, excuse me.
Does anyone recall the voice I did for the ticket person?
No fucking clue.
Sadly, no. But I do want to add that the let's stick to humanoid that was watching us had the biggest eyes imaginable. And I don't room that came up in session, but behind the scenes, we were told that character's name is Corrales. Oh, you know.
I specifically asked for a name, someone with the biggest eyes you've ever seen, and Corrales was suggested. It is painful to have to see and admit that until a GIF was connection between Corrales and unfortunately the truth. I'm going to the shame corner now.
If you can DM from there.
Potats.
I'm gonna
Haters gonna hate, potatoes, potatoes.
You get.
I sure hope the Discord call leaving and rejoining sound is on the recording. Yeah.
I think it is because the one time in the first session, I think we had that. So
I genuinely cannot tell you.
out of mental pain because people like mathematics.
I cannot tell you. I am releasing this mostly uncut and the stuff I do cut I have time marks for, and then I don't listen to it again. So
Scandalous.
I mean, I am used to hearing my own voice now, which took a long while, but no. Nah. Anyway, last we left off, there was like a little transfer section between the door outside and the door into the tent itself. Do you wanna go ahead?
I mean, yes, I don't want to hold up the crowd.
There doesn't seem to be anyone coming in after you.
Well, let's go inside anyway, I guess.
Yeah.
And you go inside, and you see traditional circus round style looking manegerie, and like it's lots of wooden banks, like a sandy circle in the middle where you are sure at least all of the acts will happen. And I'm just noticing we forgot something.
Huh?
Let me open my notes. Today's episode is actually not sponsored by Will Travels, so it's very loud actually. Anyway, let's begin correctly this time. Welcome to Grandiose's Grandiose Traveling Circus, the place where all your dreams come true, if they're circus related. Throw balls, shoot rifles, win prizes for free, or go and see the big show for only $1 with real clowns, animals, debauchery, and athleticism beyond your wildest imagination. Now, at Grandiose's Grandiose Traveling Circus for only $1 every night at 8 p.m. And with a tiny bit of luck, you might even see the star of our show, our special guest. Lisa, we've been waiting for you. Anyway, you head back inside, and yeah. What do I say back inside? You head inside, and there aren't any seat reservations, so do you want to go first? There are like 5 rows. Which row do you want to sit in?
Third.
Sure, why not?
Sounds good.
I'll stick with the group in the third.
To the left, to the middle, or to the right?
left.
Which is closest to the exit?
It's not true.
It's a circle.
Yeah, but still, like left or right would be like near the exit because it.
Well, the exit currently is near the left.
Then yeah, left near the exit.
Are you sure?
Is anyone objecting? The fellow.
I mean, at this point, it's random, so sure.
Yeah,
Okay, third row. On the left it is. As you sit, more and more people are slowly appearing to head inside and sit down in the rows ahead and behind you, as well as next to you. Risa, are you sitting in the middle or to the left of your group, or to the right of your group? Or are you sitting in the middle or to the side of your group?
Probably in the middle.
Okay then. Risa is sitting in the middle. More people head inside. Anything you wanna roleplay? Do you say? If I'm doing a one-woman show.
I don't know. Let me check.
I want to look around and see if there's any like alternative exits. Like we all came through an opening in the tent. The performers are probably gonna of an exit in the tent. Anything else?
Only those two are
Okay.
currently visible to you.
Okay. Is the bottom of the tent, is it like there's like a slit that you could potentially lift the tent up from, or is it like everywhere bolted to the ground?
Please repeat the question.
If I look behind me at the edge of the tent where the fabric meets the floor, is it like sealed off? Is there a little slit that you could like put a hand through or something like that?
There's not a visible slit, but for it to see if you can put a hand through, you'd have to go there.
Asking permission to do some reconnaissance.
Permission granted.
I will get up and just walk around and casually just see if we can like put a finger underneath the fabric.
Sure, roll for strength.
For strength? How heavy? Uh, 20.
No, you can't.
What?
That's some fabric.
Is it like heavy fabric, or is it just like Thor's hammer situation where no matter what I do, it literally just doesn't move any way?
I mean, I never said the word fabric in the first place.
Possible, fuck you.
Not where this is heading. It is fabric. I just thought I'd expose your minds to that thought avenue because I'm a DM and it's my job to do shit like this.
I take nothing back.
Be careful what you wish for.
It's not to do that.
Out of fabric, right?
The tent is made out of fabric, and if my brain decides to formulate a sentence, I can actually reply to your question.
Floor.
Yes, exactly. Brain language. Whatever you do, that fabric will stay put.
Okay. And my was the fabric is just really hard. Like I can see it move if I like push against it, but it doesn't move a lot. So it just
Whatever you do, it stays put.
So it doesn't move at all. We are full on dealing with Thor's hammer situation.
It does not move at all.
You don't know which the word was used for situations. I'm just going to say it doesn't move at all.
Yeah, I said, okay, Marvel version of Thor's hammer here, where we can move it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't answer that acoustically. Yeah, it's a Mjolnir situation.
Okay, I immediately report back to Captain.
New magical item just dropped, immovable tent.
For customers and performers, the fabric is immovable.
Thank you. Look around for like suspicious people.
That aren't in our group.
You are sitting in a tent full of miscreants and people that bullshit. Paladins, fighters, warriors. Like, it's hard to find a person that's not suspicious.
I was just reading my character sheet. What the fuck?
What?
I just have a passive perception of 18.
Wow.
And I can't be surprised. Yeah. Style, I can't be. Got to know what the fuck.
But to like give a sufficient answer to your question, there are like a few people who do not look suspicious, which, given the context of people you are in, is actually more suspicious.
Okay, they are so inconspicuous that they are suspicious. Gotcha.
In comparison to the rest of the people in there, yes.
Would you say they look plain?
Oh, good. Let me.
So what I'm hearing is that we're basically dealing with a tent full of greetings, fellow humanoid.
Yes, exactly. Hello there.
Not hello. That was an NPC from a previous campaign.
Hello there. Let's say there are 5 conspicuous, and 2 of those I would describe as plain, with like a clipboard and full-on plain attire.
Are those people within like 30 feet of us?
Why? That is it. That's I'm sorry, but that sounds like too specific to be a random question.
Answer the question, DM.
First, if my question is answered first. As far as I know, you cannot yet do fireball.
No.
There is no I in team. 5 eyes, and I don't care how big the room is. I can't.
I remembered I have the thought, and maybe I could do something with that.
Okay, yeah, sure. They are within 30 feet of you.
Okay,
But do you notice them?
right. So I probably need to make a perception check for that first, if I actually notice them.
Or the grandmother just informs the party of the existence?
I mean, yeah, I would. Usually giving up, giving. I can't words today. I'm usually giving them the information of things I see around me.
DM will accept this answer. Yes, you now are aware of their existence.
Okay, So I will try to read the thoughts detect thoughts of one of them.
Sure, please roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh god. um, that is a 13.
Congratulations, you have fallen asleep.
Fuck!
Can I miraculously find a stick and poke him?
The blind people or Rumi? Did, genuinely asking, doesn't one of you actually have a stick already in their inventory?
I have a spear.
I have
Yeah, no, not what I meant.
With the opposite end, I mean, if you
Congratulations, Teresa, you now have a stereotypical video game stick.
Yay!
Yay, sticky!
I would like to see artwork for the future seasons, and this item will be with you till we fight the BBEG.
That's a BBEG.
Not yet.
Fucking mood.
Heck, up until Nima poked the tent, I didn't even know it was unmoving, so... Please do kindly stab Rumi in the back. Gently.
Poke, poke.
Rumi shall awake.
What just happened?
And not a meta commentary from
From the off to the players, the thoughts were so boring that they immediately have a chloroform. They have the function of chloroform. I forgot the word.
Oh, fun.
I figured, yeah.
What's the word?
chloroform.
No.
Uh,
They have a yes, they have a sedative function.
Okay. Experienced such boring thoughts.
The Plane Authority.
What are they doing here? Do they like circuses?
I think they're just everywhere and nowhere. They exist.
I would like to reiterate the fact that both of them have clipboards, in case that detail was missed in my...
Come again, sorry.
I would like to reiterate the fact that the two Plane Authority people have clipboards in their hands. In fact, was not thingy when I first explained it. In case,
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't really.
Do you believe? So they already said us to not be coming, and we are still very time limit.
We are talking about the Plane Authority. Maybe some form we need to fill?
Short question. You all have read Percy Jackson, right? Or at least listened to it or watched it.
I have, but I have not read them because
You're pointing at the white wall.
Huh?
I haven't.
I have not read or seen anything other than like some like commentary on the stuff.
Okay, different question. You all know the Greek myth of the lotus?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
I know that in Percy Jackson has something to do with the Lady Gaga song.
Oh yeah, there was the horrible movies.
I had successfully wiped the movies from my memory.
I watched them in Latin class.
That's wild.
I let them general.
I will now try again to wipe them out of my memory again.
Okay.
I mean, I guess we
Anyway,
close enough, I guess.
anything else you want to do before the show starts?
I mean, at the mention of filling out a form, Ammon visibly shivers. Yeah, basically, like.
Military
Was
and
interpret
organization.
that reaction as a do not interact order.
Very wise choice, says the voice from the off.
Huh? Yeah.
I'm doing lots of metagaming today, I fear.
Yeah, no, my audio processing is not great today. Like, I hear it, I ask
Yeah.
what you said, and then I understand it.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
Alex, just admit that you have ADHD. At this point,
What? What the fuck?
you gotta have to admit it someday. Anyway, shall the show start?
Yeah.
The show shall begin.
Show must go on.
You hear a drum fanfare. Drum sound, drum sounds, drum sound. Out in magnificent, dare I say, grandiose red clothing. A familiar face, one you've seen before. A face so known to show business sides of its room in the center of the circus, where it comes. This magnificent, grandiose face belongs to none other, Grandiose himself. Clean clothing. Well, his clothes were clean before, they are way. And drum then first stops. And he does.
Good.
He clears his throat, thank you. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. No singing today. My throat is kind of through the crowd. Alex, please repeat.
Musical episode.
I did not get what Alex said.
I just said boo!
As the note taker finishes taking notes for this particular part, Grandiose back out the drum fanfare, and he comes back. The fanfare stops again. He once again clears his throat. Welcome, one and all, to Grandiose's Grandiose Traveling Circus, the big show, the big leagues, with debauchery, artistry, athleticism, and just for today, no clowns. But for that, we have one very, very special guest just for you. May I present to you And he does like an artistic pause. Risa, our special guest, and the headlight shines on Risa.
I cast invisibility on myself.
The moment the light hits the spot where Risa was sitting and I hope enjoying the beginning of the show, it's empty. There's nothing there. And you can visibly see confusion. And when he tries to catch himself, put back on his show persona, and say the following. Yeah, special guest Risa is a little bit stage shy, but worries she will come back later. And arouses in thunderous applause. On the record, I'm making breaks so the note taker can take notes in time.
Appreciate it. Very much on time.
Now then, the first act is like people doing like stunts on road walking and stuff like that. And yeah, the stage is yours, players, figuratively, as a DM speaking.
Can I make sure Risa is invisible?
She isn't.
I'm not.
We'll find out about that in a second.
I hate to put a stick in your metaphorical spokes, but I mean, of course, it could depend on what happened to Risa, but effectively, I can't see a creature within 10 feet of me unless that creature successfully hides from me. So I would have like kept an eye on Risa. Like, if she just disappeared like a teleport, okay.
Well,
What
she was there. Then the light hit. And she was no longer there.
Okay, thank you.
And the plot idea I currently have immediately on first thought has a plot hole already. That
Of DMing.
like the first thought of an idea. Oh no, shit! I should have done something differently, so it no longer works. Or I just go, yeah, no, I'm the DM. I said it. Question: different idea, or should I just say, fuck it, I'm the DM. This is how it works.
I don't know. You're the
I'm
DM,
asking
you
the
basically-
players. What do us players prefer?
You're the world works in the way that you say it does.
Yeah,
Whatever the f you want.
exactly.
Yeah, that's my point.
Okay then. Well, yeah, the Risa is no longer sitting next to you.
And she disappeared once the light hit.
Yes.
Okay. Can I try to make out like a source of the light?
It's a classic stage light at the top of the tent. And like the light has disappeared by now because it was like a spotlight. The light itself, I can already assure you, had nothing to do with it. It's just a
Fair. Could I try to like look for traces of magic in the area? Like if it was like a teleport spell or something.
You can.
I would assume rolling for Arcana.
Yeah.
It's a 12.
There is magic in the air. No, wait. Magic in the air. Dee 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 dee.
Oh, we lost Risa. And there's magic happening here.
She looks expectantly at the others.
You see Nima is seizing up a bit. Like a bit before reaching into her pouch and pulling out a vial of poison and a crossbow bolt.
Doing nothing with it, just laying it on her lap. Ready. While 1,000 yards.
Just stare up ahead.
Hey, that might be a bit drastic of a measure. Don't you think?
I knew we couldn't trust these weird circus people.
DTM, is there like a backstage kinda area?
Not currently visible to you, but yes, there is from the entrance where the show people are.
Okay, it is to be assumed that where Grandiose came in, there's also like a backstage area.
Yes.
Cool. I would like one who has second level spell slots to cast Pass Without a Trace. Or Pass Without a Trace. A veil of shadows and silence radiates from you, masking you and your companions from duration. For the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet of you, aka my two companions, including you, has plus 10 bonus to dexterity stealth checks and can't be tracked except by magical means. A creature that receives this bonus needs to add no tracks or other traces of its passage.
Sure.
Okay.
And I would like to gesture for the others to follow and try to go into the backstage area.
Okay, then I'm gonna follow.
Obviously, sneaking.
Yes.
Yes.
Risa,
Yes.
did you take your balloon animal, your balloon phoenix, with you into the tent?
Yeah.
Did you write it into your inventory?
No, I just.
Okay, good, because then I would have said please remove it from your inventory.
Oh,
There you don't have to remove it.
no, you know what? I'm gonna write -1 Phoenix, the balloon Phoenix.
Yeah, sure. Yes, a negative amount of phoenix balloon in your
Also, before going, Rumi, the propeller head. The stupid fucking head.
at the end.
What?
I would like to say to the player who DM'd me that this information is understood and registered.
Suspicious.
Please come again.
Suspicious.
No, not at all.
Well, there was a reason I was DM'd, so I'm not gonna say it publicly.
No, don't worry.
Yeah, you head backstage as the weightlifters head into the tent, so the opening of the door flap thingies isn't noticed.
Very good. Very practical.
You are now backstage. It is dark. It's not. Okay, dark is the wrong.
Okay.
The stage light shines through the curtain doors. Curtain, that's the word. There's a little small path to the outside. A chest sitting left. If you are okay, the door to the tent is behind you. The door outside is in front of you. Left to you is a chest. To the right is a cage.
Hmm.
A cape?
Cape? Right?
Cape?
Cage.
Cage. Can I see what's inside the cage?
If you give me a second, you can. I gotta wait for a reply. Please roll for perception. Or investigation, I guess.
I also do that.
16.
In that cage. Okay, no, I'm gonna wait for Rumi to roll. If Rumi wants to roll.
An 8, sorry.
Good enough for me for this specific purpose. In this cage is a very dimly flickering light blue phoenix.
Yeah. The your microphone was cutting out. I understood what you said. Just my brain did not register the word phoenix.
Shall I repeat?
Oh,
Okay.
it has a very, very dimly flickering light. Wait, what was the adjective before phoenix?
A dimly flickering light blue phoenix.
Thank you. I was skipping the word blue.
Risa! No, we can't do that. Is the spell still active?
As without trace is or but yes, I would still concentrate on it. So
Then never mind, Risa. I'm sorry.
can I go closer a little bit better and figure out if it's familiar?
You can.
I will.
You will. It is.
Is it the same one that Risa was given?
I shall refrain from answering. I can neither confirm nor deny it. It's complicated. Just saying yes would be wrong. Just saying no would also be wrong.
Is it familiar?
It is familiar, yes. Question was if it's the one Risa was given, and that's where I cannot give a clear answer.
Is it similar to the one that Risa was given, at least?
Well, the one was a balloon. That's a real life phoenix.
Oh, yeah, fair. Okay. I'm noting down it is familiar because the balloon animal was
Yes.
cool. Spell list.
Check on the phoenix wouldn't be useful because a phoenix is a magical creature, right?
If you wanna do that spell, sure.
What?
I'm not stopping you. Risa,
Yes.
are you bored in your cage?
Am I bored?
Yes. You basically just sitting there.
Probably. I would probably be panicked more.
Very fair.
Can I move?
You can. So good. Yes.
Okay. I would. Is it dark?
It is dimly lit.
I would like to cast.
One of the two doors to your sides.
I would like to cast light on my amulet to see more clearly.
The amulet is no longer in your possession.
And I want to cast light on one of the bars of the cage, please.
Suddenly, the phoenix stops flickering and starts to light up. You see a now lit up cage.
You said there was a chest in the same room. I would investigate the chest.
Go for it.
Okay. Off the table. Fuck, that is a. Oh no, wait, I have +2. Wait a second. Wait. Plus then
2 is 11. Okay, that's 11.
14.
14. Well, it's a chest.
Okay.
Do you want to open it?
I want to try to open it, yes.
It opens.
Okay, what do I see inside? Do I see anything inside?
A glimmering metal sword.
Huh. Gonna investigate the sword more closely.
Do you want to do an Arcana check?
Yes.
It's an enchanted sword.
Wait, to roll for the Arcana check?
Please continue rolling, that's the base information. It's an enchanted sword to kill magic beings.
So,
Like to out.
Please go ahead.
Guys, I just found a magical sword in this chest that specifically is enchanted to kill magical creatures.
By the great devourer. They're trying to kill this phoenix for crowd entertainment. On my watch.
I would like to look for some kind of door, lock, whatever on the cage.
Oh, it'll work.
And while they're doing that, I would like to see if the phoenix is locked down, like shackles or.
Like, is the
No.
with the cage?
No. The cage does have a door, yes.
Is it locked?
It is.
Okay. How sturdy does the lock look?
It's a metal cage. With one of those old-timey prison bar door thingies, where the lock is part of the cage itself.
Thank you. May I try to pick the lock with my dagger?
Sure.
I would assume
Yes, please.
that's an 11.
How sturdy is your dagger?
I don't know, you tell me.
Well, the dagger remains whole, the door remains unpicked. Risa, you can feel something rattling on your cage, but you cannot you cannot see what it is.
I would like to scream for help.
Suddenly, the phoenix screams very, very loudly.
I would have proficiency in animal handling.
Okay, Google. This won't calm down a phoenix. I'm sorry for all listeners who are listening on this speaker who have a Google Assistant. Risa, did you feel a calming presence from the air? You can sense you cannot say, think, or make out what.
Um, I am probably calming down a little bit.
Trying to get a sense of what's going on.
The phoenix seems to calm down, but very confused. It is still a light.
Immediately, I'm doing a recon to see if anyone's approaching us. Like, did they hear the? Our
Good idea, Nima.
Suddenly,
The curtain.
to the head side opens.
Two big muscled people step in and head to the cage.
I would like to hide.
You are currently not visible. You are in that hidey spell.
Well, it just gives advantage on stealth. It doesn't
Make one invisible.
give a
You could have told me that like 10 minutes ago. You did. Misinterpreted it.
It gives a +10 to all stealth checks.
But as you said, I'm the DM, it's my world, you guys are invisible. Because I can.
you can hide in.
By being invisible, You all are just standing in front of where the people are headed. Do you maybe want to go outside and out of the way, or do you specifically want to hide?
I want to specifically hide because I'm still concerned for.
You do that. What do the rest do?
To try to grab the sword and hide it from the people.
I mean, they're both not yet looking at the chest.
So I guess I'm gonna try to grab the sword and hide it in my cloak.
Nima, what do you do?
On seeing the sword being stolen, can I attempt to silently close the chest again?
Roll for stealth.
Okay, so pass without a trace gives me like a +10, right?
Yeah.
Stealth. Ooh, I definitely need that. Apparently I don't. With pass without a trace, it's a 20-fucking-9.
Guys, the chest is now closed. As silently as it has never been closed before, and never will be again. The chest had developed feelings for you because it has been closed so sensibly and so sentimentally. Chest,
Oh boy, already this late.
inanimate object, and immediately loses all feelings. Yes.
Happened.
You just closed the chest. The rest was just meta commentary.
I look at my hands.
Ah,
Refocus.
Two big muscled men are taking your cage and are dragging you into the front of the circus. And now, for all those viewers that are, I'm sorry to say, dense and did not get it yet. As the phoenix is dragged out into the middle of the circus, Grandiose holds a grand speech. And there she finally is, our very, very special guest, just for you here in the Magni Desert. May I present to you our unique, only one existing, magnificent, grandiose, amazing, light blue phoenix. And with that, today's session.
What the fuck?
We can continue. I thought that was like a very.
Where you're getting this?
The most aggressive
Thank you. Just for like storytelling and feedback thing with recording still. Obvious was it from the beginning. This was reset.
Given from like not immediately, but like the first perspective shift was like
Yeah, like I did have a feeling that it was going there that way, but like I wasn't sure, to be honest.
Well, in that case, I hope you had fun. I know, I certainly did. My name's been Vic, or Nico. Don't really care. And I'll see you, and I'll hear you. But always remember, be grime, do a gay, and bye.
Bye.